bring in Bill Plaschke, LA Times sports columnist. You were bringing some heat here. Last couple of columns, the LeBron James one, the Chip Kelly leaving UCLA. Let me start with LeBron. What did you think when you heard the report by ESPN that Golden State was at least flirting with the opportunity of trying to trade for LeBron?
Why didn't they do it? Why didn't they trade him? That was my thought. They would get younger, they would get faster, they would get smarter, they could build for the future. LA, my opinion is not sure about all of LA. LA is polarized. Half the people love LeBron because he's playing so well and it's so fun to watch. The other half, and I'm in the other half, believe that they'll never win with him. They can only win if they get assets for him. And now he could walk this summer for nothing. So when I saw the report, I said, why didn't they do it? Why didn't they make the trade? They should have made it.
Yeah, but does LeBron have veto power? No trade?
I don't think so. I mean, they want to do it. The Lakers want to do what he wants to do. The Lakers want to make him happy. They're a star-driven organization. They want him to retire there, and I understand that. But I just think that's their mortgage in the future. He's holding him hostage, Dan. He's holding him hostage, and a trade would have been the best thing for everybody. So I read the story and I said, "Oh my God, they blew it! They blew it! They should have done it."
Is he with the Lakers next season?
I think that's 50-50 right now. It all depends on what happens with Bronny. I mean, do they have to take Bronny and give him a roster spot? And Bronny's not, by no stretch of imagination, is Bronny ready for the NBA. So do they do that? Do they mortgage the future to bring back Kyrie Irving to make him happy? It all depends on what they do to make him happy. And I'm tired of making him happy. He's a great great player, but they can't win with him right now. They're not going to win a championship this year. They're not going to win one next year as long as he's there. They can use his absence is more than his presence.
Yeah, I wonder what's his value though. And if you're another team, let's say you're Cleveland, do you draft Bronny?
I think LeBron can still play. I mean, he's still a tremendous player. I think I think anybody who drafts Bronny has a chance to get him, and I think he'd be worth it to watch him retire there, to watch him to let his stars shine wherever he goes. His star has already shined out here. I think this is not the place for him anymore.
We were wondering about this yesterday. Does he get his jersey retired by the Lakers?
Oh yes, absolutely he does. Because they're so into the stars. I don't think he should. And people still don't feel like he's a real Laker. He didn't feel like Magic. He didn't feel like Kobe. He doesn't feel like Kareem. He doesn't feel like a real Laker. And he hasn't really brought them a full season championship. But I think the Lakers they'll love the stars so much. Yes, they'll retire his jersey. Yeah, heck, they'll retire my jersey.
Does he get a statue? Is LeBron statue worthy?
I think Jerry Buss should have a statue. I think James Worthy should have a statue. Many people ahead of him, but yes, the way the Lakers run things, they'll give him a statue. As long as he retires, if he retires here, they'll give him the world because that's how they operate. That's how they get stars. Stars are treated a bit differently here. But I don't think the town would not be all in favor of that.
Where do the Chargers? Do they move up at all on the totem pole with Harbaugh?
Huge move, Dan. Huge. Harbaugh was huge out here. The Chargers equal. I mean, if you have Sean McVay and Jim Harbaugh having dueling press conferences, which one are you going to go to?
Harbaugh.
You're going to go to Harbaugh.
Yeah.
And that's I think it's the biggest move for the Chargers since they've been here. They become a real LA team. They got a chance to win next year, and you can't overestimate the impact he's made on this town. It's huge.
What about Ohtani now with the Dodgers as far as must-see TV and where they rank?
Well, they have to get the World Series. They're the best team in baseball by far. They spent $1 billion. They got to win. So much pressure on him, but it's so. Did you see his batting practice the other day?
Yeah,
it was unbelievable.
Yeah,
he's huge. He's huge. He's like Superman. So I think it's going to be unbelievable summer for the Dodgers, and it has to be unbelievable summer. They have to win. They have $1 billion. They got to win.
You've had a lot of topics out there to write about, and then Chip Kelly out of nowhere says, So I read your column on that too, where he's basically, all right, before I get fired, I might as well leave and let me be the offensive coordinator in the conference that we were moving to.
It was unbelievable. It was such a shameful act by him. Why didn't he leave at the end of the season? Why did he wait till now? He left the program bereft of everything. He didn't want to deal with NIL. He didn't want to deal with recruiting. Yet he stays in college football and he takes a demotion to go to a team in the same conference. It makes him look terrible. It makes UCLA look terrible. They quickly hired Deshaun Foster, but they don't have the NIL money's not there, the recruiting's not there, their program is in tatters. They got to rebuild from the ground up and enter the Big Ten. No, shame on Chip Kelly. I just thought the act he did was just abhorrent. I'm so mad at him. Have you spoken to him?
No, I have not. We've reached out, but I'm wondering, was he going to be fired? Like he was kind of in the on-deck circle and maybe thought, you know what, let me ease into coaching retirement. Well, plus he was flirting at being an offensive coordinator of the NFL, Bill, which to me, that's a fireable offense. It'd be like, we don't want you if you want something else.
I wrote they should have fired him at the end of the season. I wrote this before any of this happened. I wrote 2 columns. I tried to fire him twice, Dan. It didn't work. And they definitely should have fired him. They should have known. How does the athletic director not know the rumblings? How does he know he's not happy? How does the athletic director not know this is going on? Everybody in football knows he's interviewing everywhere else. How come the AD that UCLA didn't know? Yeah, they should have fired him a long time ago.
Did UCLA approach Pete Carroll?
No. And you know what? I thought they should have. I thought it'd be great to bring him back here. I think he would come back to LA. He loves LA. He loves the USC, but he loves LA more. He'd have been great. No, they didn't. They were such a rush job. So they took Deshaun Foster. He's a nice guy, but he's never coached at any level before. I don't know how he's going to coach in the Big Ten now. Basically, UCLA's become the Rutgers of the Big Ten. No offense to Rutgers, but they're and that was madness. I'm telling you, it's been madness out here, Dan. It always is, and Chip Kelly just added to it.
And then I'm wondering about USC, that it almost felt like, gosh, we hope Lincoln Riley doesn't leave, to, gosh, we hope Lincoln Riley leaves and maybe goes to the NFL. So where do we stand with the Lincoln Riley era at USC?
Everybody's really upset with it. Everybody's down on him. I was hoping he would leave, but I thought he hurt his NFL chances by having such a bad season. He's got a lot to prove. Can he win with another quarterback besides Caleb Williams? Can he rebuild his program? He's making a lot of money with little results. He can't coach a defense. God, I sound so negative on here, did I? Hate to sound negative about my dad. This is terrible. This is terrible, but that's where LA sports is today. We demand championships, and we're not getting them. So Lincoln Riley's, I think he's on the hot seat. I'm going to put him on the hot seat.
You have stars, you just don't have titles.
Yes, and that's what I hate about this. I love this town, but the teams are so star-driven that they'll sacrifice anything just to get the name out there. And in the case of Lincoln Riley, he's got the big name, he doesn't have the big results. No, I'm not sold on him at all. LA is not either. So really, the only team, I guess, there really is no team out here that people are behind. It's the Dodgers, but the Dodgers bought a championship.
Do you wish I didn't call you to bring up all these bad things?
Unbelievable! I'm such angst. It's 8:30 in the morning out here. It's terrible.
My bad. But power rankings. Where's Harbaugh and where's Ohtani in LA? Star power.
That's a great question. Ohtani's star rankings. Ohtani's number 1 right now. He's number 1 because he's worldwide. He's bigger than LeBron out here. He's huge. He's global. Harbaugh is probably 3. I mean, probably 3. Probably behind LeBron and Ohtani. I can't tell you how big getting him was. Yeah. He's so magnetic. He's so fun to talk to. He's such a great national champion coach. So yes, I'd say he's 3rd. I think he passed Clayton Kershaw was up there. I think Mick Cronin was poor Mick Cronin. All he does is yell at his players. We just talk about Mick Cronin. All he does is yell at his players and storm the sidelines, yell at the referees. He's going crazy. UCLA may not make the tournament, so that's another bad thing. USC, how bad is USC basketball? How about we had Bronny James, the starting lineman? They can't win a game. This is enough, Dad.
I know. I'm sorry. Okay.
Hang up on me.
All right. Bye, Bill. Bye.
Thank you,
Bill Plaschke, LA Times sports columnist.